So let's get into it.
We'll talk about the maggots first. Let's just talk about what I see first. So I feel as though, like, when you're trying to go through them, like a tunnel, like the Mr. Beast things where you have to, like, they're lasers and you have to avoid the lasers. Well, I feel as though each one of them lasers are attached to something that you're trying to avoid. And it's like you're going through these things. And if you get hit with a laser, it's like, it's gonna zap you out. Which reminds me of the Virgo reading. Like, all of y'all are connected. This seems to be a bit on the collective, and hence why geese and duck, like, they're flocks. And in the center of Taurus reading was the Sangha. That's a flock. That's your community. That's your people. You know what I mean? Your surroundings. So it's like, and it's possible you have so many things to choose from. Maybe if you choose these things, it's like a possible negative thing. And see, and the only reason why I say that is because right below that you have both the sevens with the lovers. Now, these sevens, we got the double sevens. The Seven of Cups is debunk. This card is like in reverse, first off. It's like, okay, so maybe this is a little blunt, but I think we have to be blunt here and honest, and I'm not gonna beat around the bush, because that ain't me. So we're gonna get straight to it. And it's like you're lashing out, or possible, and this could be possible, and it's not just you, right? Because Mercury is catching up to Mars real soon, like the 26th. They're like so close. So when you have Mercury, communication with this fire energy, it's going to create an explosive conversation. So arguments, you know, maybe saying the wrong things. This is like thinking before you speak. You don't want to just go blurting out shit right about around this time. I'm recording this on Christmas too. Merry Christmas if you celebrate. Happy holidays to you. So it's like, or you could be picking up on others, like others may be talking to you like that. This is also Sag in Venus. So this is like fiery love. So, okay, let's talk about the lovers, okay, with the failures right in between. So we have this, like, negative talk, negative action. Maybe this is, moderation, too. It's like you're, these things, these choices, maybe you're not making the right choices. And that brings us to the lovers. Lovers is about choices, and this is also about opposites. This is like, opposites attract. You see the dark man, the light woman. And the main thing is here, look, they're in a sword cave tunnel thing, and they're getting married. So this is like total opposites. And then you have Cupid. And this is like God's, hold on, give me a second to tune in here. So you have this, maybe you have a dream too. You have to like dream up your lover, man. I hear like write a letter to your husband in the future or something like that. Like draw him up, imagine him up, like, oh, he tall, dark, handsome, you know, something like that. Not necessarily like that, but whatever you want, draw him up. But this is like in anything in moderation too, because this is like going from one extreme to the next. It's like we have to find a happy medium, and until we do find that happy medium, we're going to be in this constant failure mode. It's like we work so hard to get where we gotta get, and this too is like Taurus and Saturn. So this is like your money, your possessions, and this is having, and your temptations, and this is having like rules and like integrity, like doing the right thing even when no one's looking, and like following these rules of your money and your possessions. Set a boundary, and that has a lot to do with like geese energy. How I said in the beginning about the geese and the duck. Now, geese, you go near their loved ones, their territory, their family, they're gonna honk at you, like trying to get the fuck away from my shit, like nah. So that's how you have to be like. You have to be like these geese in a sense when it comes to your possessions, your temptations, something like this. You have to stay true to you when it comes to dealing with this whatever this is here, these temptations. And I see that too with the Magician, with the Sevens, with the Lovers. It's just like repeated like opposites. And from this, you have this strife. Like strife comes with this. This is conflict. You have these swords with these wands, and this major sword, and this is your like having how the Seven was having rules over your possessions and your money and your valuables and shit like this, and like tangible things. This is having boundaries and rules, and to set boundaries when it comes to your passions and play and the creative aspect. This is like, okay, so saying like, I'm not, it's like having work and play and having like a happy medium, because it's like either all work or all play, and it's creating this strife, which is bringing your strength from your actions instead of your intuition. Instead of it coming back to you like I am, it's like a reflecting off. It's like a ricochet. I don't know how to explain it. Hold on, let me see if I find the words. It's like from our actions, or anything we do, it goes out into the universe. Same thing as what we think. So it's like we're thinking these negative things and it's going back out in the universe. And when we think these negative things and it goes out there, it ricochets back, right? Not only does it come back once, but every time that it goes off of all of these other people, it ricochets back. So not only do you have this one thought that you thought, but every thought and every action that you did is coming back at you. And it's like, it feels like you're getting beat up in a sense. I feel like, you know, you're like, getting hit all the time, like trying to protect yourself. So it's like, in order to gain, you are going to have to look to this Fool in reverse for guidance here. Let's see. So we need to stop being so foolish, possibly. I see love, and we have to focus on love, like true loving ourselves, like loving ourselves the way God would love us, you know what I mean? Or love yourself the way, who do you love? Like, so much, like, love yourself the way they love you, or you love them. Like, it reminds me of the one Gemini reading I did. It said, love yourself so much you want to fuck yourself. So it's like something like that, because you're going through this radical transformation, and it's like you need to keep your eyes focused on the spirit, and it's like you have to be patient in this waiting. Like the alligator is like patient waiting for his prey. It's like he knows what he wants, so he's gonna wait. So it's like, if you don't know what you want, like, this is like finding out what you want long term. You have so many options, so many possibilities, but okay, you don't want this instant gratification, right? So it's gonna take time to build up to what you want. So it's like, what do you want for in the future? Are these future goals, are these goals you have set now, like where you want to be like in 10 years, and how is that going to take you there? Because that's what we want to focus on. We want to focus on this gain. How are you to gain, Cancer? In order to do that, you have to take these things that are fluidly melting, and these things that are shining through like lasers, right? These lasers are beaming, and these like fluids are melting. So it's like you have to take that light and ball it up, and take this fluid and harden it up like ice, and you have to take it, you have to control it, you have to form it, you have to, like, you're in control, Cancer. And it's like, if you want these passions, this organization, this cleanliness, this godliness, these possessions, this I am, like, you want that sense of pride. Like, this is like where you come, like when you climb the mountain, you're like, I did it, you know? This is wisdom, right? Just like the geese, like they know what's bad, what's not. They make the right choices because they know that the one bad choice is going to knock them off of their like spiritual path. Like they're on a path. And not only that, another thing I learned is, I'll give you a little secret into this and that, but don't tell no one. Alright, Cancer, here's the secret. So, geese, they fly in formation, right? One's the leader, always. They fly in a V formation. One is always the leader. So one takes on that energy that gets everything head on. So to do that 100% of the time is like, whack. He'll get tired, right? So what they do is they take turns. He'll go to the back, or she'll go to the back, and then she'll like glide while the others lead the pack. Now, and this has something to do with it. So once say one gets hurt or something, right? What happens is two will go down with it to make sure that it's okay, and it'll stay. They'll stay with that geese, with their partner, or with their friend, or whatever. They're the part of the flock. They'll stay with that bird until either he dies, or B, he's ready to fly again. And then they'll start their own formation and catch up with the other geese, and that's how they do it. So maybe you have to take on this geese energy. And like I said before, this and that's coming up with a lot more information about the geese. They're so wonderful. And if you connect with them, if you hear them honking, if you see them, they have a message for you. So stay tuned for that, this and that, this and that. And you can go with this, or you can go with that. Okay, so I had to move places. Like the geese move to warmer weather, they migrate to the south. From one place to another, like a change of scenery is needed in order for you to finish this major task that you're on. When I got to this place, I had your cards all together, and these three cards came up Now, this is saying you have to, and when I got here, right, there was an interference card in the middle. And on that interference card was a freaking tick. And I'm like, oh my God, that's why I had my hood up. I forgot about that until just now I remembered. I'm like, oh shit, I pulled my hood up. So this interference, but luckily in your reading, it was in reverse. So this interference has something to do with it. Now this tick, right? Now I know that there's ticks all around here, but I'm still here, right? This is like that geese energy. I'll give you one more secret, and only you're allowed to know. So you better watch that, this and that, because there are gonna be more secrets on there. You should know. I'm not gonna tell you all of them. So there's one more, and then we'll bring it to a close. So this interference, right, is in reverse. So it's like I did, I burnt that tick, and I feel bad. Thou shalt not kill. But I have animals. You see my cat. So I burned the tick. It popped. Now, like the geese, even if the biggest bear comes near their children, their territory, anything, their flock, they like honk and they will fight to the death. They'll try their best to the end, even if no matter what, if they think that they're gonna win or not, they are standing up for what they believe in, what they love, their territory. They're standing up for it. So possibly you're taking on this energy, or you have to during this time, because this states that there is nothing that can interfere with you and your victory, Cancer. This is like the 9. You're almost there, or if not, it's in the future. This is like flash of luck and gaining these wisdom, these virtues, these passions, your goals. This is like the last step, and that could be the most tiresome. Like, you know, you did all that work to get up to the hill, but it's like you need to block this interference, or honk. Y'all gotta honk, so that way, and that's what the geese do. Like, they honk to like say, God, keep on going, you're doing a good job, you're doing a good job. So possibly in the scenery you were in, they weren't honking for you. So it's like, who's in the back of your boat poking holes and ain't rowing, or slowing you down, like, zap it out. Like Virgo says, zap it out. Or was that Sag? I know it is Sag, Virgo, and Taurus all on the same day, and then deleted Tauruses. But that's besides the point. But yeah, this is saying when you defeat this interference, the only way you do that is by honking, by creating boundaries, by making the right choices to stay on this spiritual path, to think, have goals. And then you gain this oomph for this victory. And it's in the cards, Cancer, so it's like, but they say nothing sticks. If you change what you're doing, your cards are gonna change. So better honk at this interference, so that way you gain this victory. Because this is like this Knight of Wands. This is very fiery. This is passion. This is very positive energy, Cancer. Just know your boundaries, and then success is yours. It's like victory. Opposition, it's like the spirit's on your side. You know what I'm saying? It's you have these hands over you, like that Lovers, you know. The hands are over you, like that's your guard, that you're protecting, and something with the opposition. So go through those lasers like no problem. I mean, you could do it. Connect it all together, and you got it, Cancer. Let me know how this resonates. If you haven't yet already, hit that subscribe button, because we got new videos coming up. Don't forget to look at that 2024 reading, because it all connects. Happy New Year. And love you, Cancer.